between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then some positive yards.
They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Nike Texas.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Chased out to his right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
All right. Why, Tony? Look.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. It's a pick 6 for Seattle.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the 2 sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play, and it'll be 1st down Houston.
A gain of 21 yards.
Mixon on the counter. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. A gain of 12.
From the gun, Stroud.
First down, Houston.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Here we go.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Ernest Jones with the pick.
Yeah, totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Come on.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Putting down the field, and he's got it. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boys, I love that.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. So that brings up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
Milrow with it on first. Completes it again to Smith and Jigba. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. We're cobbling together a yard there. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air, Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Nick Emanwari. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
Go. Here we go. Let's go.
A give to Mixon up the middle. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages. Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Stroud from the pistol. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Already.
Throwing again. It's Stroud. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Milrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Torrey Horton, his intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud finds the in route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. It'll be 1st down, Houston. Back to throw, Stroud. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense in the hurry-up here.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Milrow. Buying some time right. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
And the Seahawks.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Go! Go!
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Cut 19! Cut! Here we go!
To throw, here's Milrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The intended target there was Torrey Horton. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Come on! Set! Hawk 70! Hawk! Trap 60! Trap 60!
To the air, Milrow. Forced out to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
He had it for a moment, but a Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. No throw, third and long. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
That's grabbed at the 10. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates. Step. Cougar. Ready.
Off the play fake. Milrow. Escapes the pocket. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10.
Bronco 870.
Now it's Milrow. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Let's go. Ready, ready.
On third down, Walker. And he'll get up near the 38-yard line before going down. Goes to the hurry up here.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
65 kick.
And go play action here. It's Milrow. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. All right, now a timeout is called. 9 seconds to go in this half.
Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
60 Maverick. Ready?
Back to throw it. That one's caught along the left sideline. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. To the left, he's got Arroyo. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ready? Viking 18. 19 Lions. Stop low.
They're going play action. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Tried to find Elijah Arroyo, and it's going to be second down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Finds Smith and Jigba. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Let's go. Hawk, Warrior 70.
Short, it's Milrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down.
18 Cardinal, 18, 60 Bison.
He'll go quickly to the right. And all over him after that catch. Won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
It's round throwing here on first. He's going to push one deep down the right. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away, and that's going to send him back to the line for second.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Buys time, rolling right. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
On the quick, right? 18, what's that?
Third and long for him here. And they pick him up again! That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
19, Panther 60, Panther 60.
Shotgun now for Milrow. On the move, headed right. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Let's go now. Come back, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
From the gun on third down. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. New set of downs from 37.
37-yard line.
18.
First down throw here from Milrow. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And he He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That is so difficult to do with so much traffic. You're going to see a short pass gets tipped, and you really don't have much time other than to just react and make the catch. Exactly what he does.
Viking 18.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds a man right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion, it made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Get it. 77.
Working inside the red zone. Smith and Chigbo, he had another catch. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go. Ready?
And he's going to have the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks parlay the interception into points. They'll try these extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down short of the landing zone. He had to reach, so give them the football up at the 40.
Here we go.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Nehemiah Pritchett. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Stroud. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, here's Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Shotgun now for Stroud. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the fourth. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. He's coming, double up.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Forced out to his right, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
The Seahawks take over a first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready?
Bill Rowe from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the gun, Milrow. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. Third down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Important down the field, and he's got it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
That's completed right side. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead.
52, Texans 3.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
Tony.
To the air, Stroud. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Here's Stroud now. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it will be a first down, Texans.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10, around to Mixon. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So first down from the 41. Back to throw, Stroud escapes the pocket. Now he takes it, and he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Seahawks swarming in, and down he goes. And they come through with a sack to bring around third down.
Third and long.
Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nico Collins, the intended target. So that brings up fourth and long. He's returning this from his own end zone, everybody. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 6-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 8-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks getting closer to a 7-0 start. Ball at the 8 now for second and 8.
60 Eagles, here we go.
Running with Walker again. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
They're really happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Third and short, it's Milrow. Escapes the pocket. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And he's chased out of bounds behind the line. That's going to go down as a sack for the defense. Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Collects this at the 32. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Here's Stroud. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Throwing is Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Jalen Noel with that one. So now it's going to be third and long.
Here we go.
Third and long for him here. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Set up. Cowboy 80. Set up.
Toss play. This is Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.